phone's actually starting to play up a lot better now. It must be getting used to this going live, you know. Right, let's have a look. Where are we at? There we go. I think that's that. Let's have a look, see if I can log into here and log out of there and here, there and everywhere. Maybe not. Oh dear me. I'm trying to find myself here. How can I not find myself? Oh crumbs. Where am I? Hello. I'm loving like the fact that I've got a delay on myself. Manage it. No, that's not what I want. Let me get out of that. Let's go into that. No. Well, now I'm here somewhere. If there is anybody. Oh, hi Ruth. Evening, my darling. How are you anyway? Are you well? Oh crumbs. No, that's not the one I want to look at. I can't even find myself. Ruth, I'm glad you found me. I can't find myself. That's never the thing, is it? What's all that about? Why can't I find myself? That's an odd one, isn't it? Oh. Hello, Michael. No, I know that's not Michael, but hello, Michael. I love it. Right then. Well, I don't know what's happening here, but I can't. I'm trying to find myself, and it ain't happening. Let me go out of there, maybe. Oh, crumbs! It's such hard work, isn't it? Me go out of that account, go into that account, go out of that account. I'm going to try to go out to come back in. No, thanks. Oh dear me. Hi, Diane. I'm just trying to find myself. It's a bit weird when you're trying to find yourself, and it's like, oh, why can't I find myself? Oh, hello. There we go. Crumbs, that was a mission. I'm sorry if you have a mission like that to try and find anything. Crikey. Hi, Ruth. Hi, Deb. Hi, Jan. Diane. Oh my goodness me. I know her. Crafty Di, bless you. Hi Angela. I'm connecting to my tablet watching telly. Oh, crumbs. That means you're going to have like that was terrible in time. Here, honestly, here we are again, Agnes. Anetta, good evening from Sweden. Sylvia, my darling, hope you are healing well. I've got no idea what I'm doing today. These are the best ones, you see, because I never plan anything. It's always chaos. That's what I like. I'm going to have to put it where I got very lost. Oh, dear me. Hello, Debbie. Moira, hi. Jan, hello, everybody. Bless your cotton socks. Well, it's the o'clock part, so let's play. Because I've got a box of stamps, you know, as you do. So, just to give you a heads up then. So, this Saturday, I'm at the National Motorcycle Museum. I'm going to be demonstrating all day. And then next Saturday, I'm going to be on Hobby Maker at, I think it's 5 o'clock. So I will put links out, take loads of photos. I'll probably be really starstruck. I don't know who's doing the demonstrating with me, but I'll find out. And then I'll fill you all in. It's very exciting, isn't it? Hi, Marjolaine. So I'll be on TV. Not this Saturday, next Saturday on Hobby Maker. So that's really exciting for me to be doing that. So, yeah, let's just hope I don't fluff everything up and have a proper meltdown, you know. But, yeah, so that's going to be interesting. So, 20% off Fab February is still going across the board. It is up until the end of February. So that's up until the 28th of Feb. Nice short month. That's what we like. So that's the code to get 20% off. Capital Fs. So, for Fab. So this is what I made the other day. I have posted it out, and this is with one of the stamps from the was it the balcony set? Oh dear me, I don't know what I used. Let's have a look. Oh, a balcony set 3. So that's what I used with this particular for this one, and that's with the funky cats and this particular part there, which is like really cool actually. So it turned out better than what, you know, like when you look at things, you think, oh, what do I do? So I'm going to be going through a couple of like the rooftop and the balcony sets tonight, I think. Well, I'm looking at them, so I thought, why not? And then those were matte and layered from the other night. So the difference is when you matte and layer, totally transforms your work. So you've made something that's beautiful. No matter how you look at it, matte and layer it because it just adds that little bit of extra oomph. So those will be going into my samples bag along with my designs for stamps. Ooh, I can't wait to show you a sneaky peek. I'll do that soon though. but not yet, because I'm still tweaking everything. Right, hi Rach, hi Chris, Marie. I think I've said hello to everybody. If I haven't, hi. Oh, ting, what's happened there? Oh, let me just hold on. Let me just demount a second. Oh, hello. Let me just twirl you around. I need to put this on aeroplane mode, because knowing my luck, there's all. Let me just turn you around a minute. You're 2 seconds. You're just going to be here, there, and everywhere with me. There we go. Let's whack you back round that way. Let me just. Oh, hello. Thank you for your time. Bless you. Let me get back there. Right, there we are. Lisa's back. Because if I don't put it on aeroplane mode, if somebody decides to ring me, these are silly little things that Lisa got all excited about and forgot to do. So there you go. Anyway, so good evening. So whoever just said, whoever's just sent me something, thank you. That will go. Hello, Holland. Fabulous. Angela, hello. Nettie, hi. Evening. Oh, I'm loving all these. Hello, Holland people. Mind you, the end of the month, I'm going over to see the lovely Mona. Going to have some fun. I believe we're off to Oslo Airport. That's going to be a very interesting adventure. Myself and Amanda are off having a weekend of fun. So I'm going to put that up. Well, I'm going to put it around somewhere. You'll see it. So just don't forget it's there. Right then. So I have got. Oh, I might actually. The journal journey set 3. Maybe do some bits and bobs. But let me just grab these. Let me grab these. Hi Kim. Hello. So I've got balcony set 1, 2 and 3. These are available in bundle sets, I do believe. And, you know, a bundle always, you always get the best value. So bear it in mind. The 20% is on till the end of the month. So if you don't get paid till the end of the month, perfect for you. I'm not going to tell anybody to get in any debt, but mine always goes on the old credit card. But hey ho. Anyway, so we have got, I mean, look at these funky cats there. Look at them. Or I'll tell you what, we could utilise some from one set onto other sets, maybe onto the rooftops or something. Oh, okay. Let's, I'm just thinking off the top of my head now. Let's investigate. 1, 2, where am I here? Balcony set, rooftop. Okay. Oh, dear me. Hi, Susan. Hi, Kim. Let me get some paper. Let's have an investigation. So, what we got here? Oh, that was from the other day. You know, the other day when I just mopped up a bit of mess, as you do. Let me just, I'm going to start with a bit of back. Let me de-stress myself because I'm waffling. You can always tell what sort of day I've had the way I waffle. Right, let's just put that. I think you can see it if I leave it about there. You can always tell what sort of day I've had. Right, I have got Pink Frog, Super Smooth, 300 GSM, and some of the watercolour, 280. These tags I've just cut down. These were like some offcuts basically. Perfect for tags though. Perfect to, oh no, that's a bit, oh, let's have a play with that one. Perfect to just get yourself, you know, when you just want to de-stress. Let's just make a little bit of a mess just so I can zone out a minute because, you know, I've had a half decent day today. Dare I say it? Oh, what's this one? Buff. Oh, fabulous. Oh, let's go in the buff today. Let me just put a bit of this down first of all. Buff it is. Buffy the Vampire Slayer and all that. Right then, let me just put a bit of water to that. I've never used Buff on its own. I wonder if it's a bit like antique linen. Let's have a look. Hold on. Let's have a. Oh, quite. That's an interesting. So these are Inkology. Now I know some of you are having problems finding it. Obviously, with things that have gone on with creative expression. I know that Annette at Crafty Corner does have some stock in. You know, I can only tell you what I know at the end of the day. So if I say somebody's got some stock in, that's because they've got stock in. It's not because of any particular reason. So I'm just saying it. Apart from that, if you know where there's any stock and anybody's looking for it, post the links on, please. Sharing's caring. You know, it all goes, people. So yeah, I'm just getting my my adrenaline out at the minute. As you do. So hopefully I'll see you this Saturday. If any of you lot are going over to the National Motorcycle Museum. It's going to be quite. I've only ever been there. I took my mum a couple of years ago. Was it before COVID or was it? Oh, crumbs! No, I don't even know whether it was before COVID or after COVID. This is Mushroom by the Inkology. There you go, Inkology inks. Andy Skinner, Cosmic Shimmer. It's the Cosmic Shimmer bit there, I believe. I mean, you never know. If Andy's elsewhere, he might bring all his stuff out under a different branding. How fabulous would that be? Obviously. Oh, look at that. Go on. That's a bit of niceness, isn't it? Ah, yes. I like a bit of grunge. Nothing better to de-stress yourself, you know, with a bit of grunge and just having a bit of a, you know, a bit of a mess, you know. I like a mess, as you know. I'm sure instead of it being Jane, it should have been Lisa Mess instead of Lisa Jane, you know. We've all got our little faults. Oh, just look at the richness of that. Oh, crumbs. Let's have a... Oh, dear me. See, this is where I could quite easily have a meltdown. Wow. Oh, dear. Look at that. I'm so excited. I could crush a grape. Yeah, even with Fab Bougie Boogie's going to whirly. Right then, okay. I'm liking that. Let's just get that dried off. So, anyway, how's everybody been? Has everyone had a good day? Hopefully you are. Hopefully nobody's having any more accidents, falling over, bumping the head. Everybody's healing well. Because I know some of you have had some surgery and stuff. So, you know, sending healing out to you all there to make sure you're all okay, safe and well. So that's a big thing there. Anyway, I just want to put a bit of brown onto that. I quite like this browns and reds. That was from the mop up the other day with black and everything. So I'm going to put that over there. However, that's quite an interesting piece. I just want to pull... now, where's these little... I'm sure I marked one of the... brown. There you go. Walnut Stone's the first one I'm going to grab. Let me just have a diddly-doo-dah here. Oh, look at that. How complimentary is that? That definitely looks like we've got a bit of a burn on the go. Can you just imagine if I got a lighter to it? I mean, obviously, I'd just have all my fire alarms going off because it's one of them houses where, you know, we've got fire alarms everywhere. Bless. Well, you just never know, do you, at the end of the day? I like to be safe than sorry. But, oh, yes, yes. Now, already, we've got bristles falling out of this, so I ain't too keen on that. But... just being honest, you know me, I'll tell you as it is, as you do. It's always the best way to be in life, isn't it, really? Okay, I'm quite liking that now. I've added a bit of brown to it, and that was with Walnut Stain. There's plenty of depth through any oxides that you want to play around with. Let me just splatter a little bit of water. Water to begin with, folks, water to begin with. I've even got some, look at this, I'm doing ever so well here, ain't I? Look at that. Wow. Quite impressed myself here. Crumbs. I must have been dropped on the head somewhere along the lines this week. Hey, the adventure begins. So, yes, anyway. Let me go out of these comments and come back in because I can't even see if anybody's saying hello. In fact, let me say hello. There we go. Just while I'm letting the water do something. There we go. So I've said hello, so let's see if anything is working. Apart from you all sitting there with like a ginormous tick. Can you just imagine having me on a big screen? Dear Lord. Scare you off to death. Thank God it's only my hand, you see. Okay, so I've got two funky tabs there. Look at them. I mean, you can quite easily put a nice piece of card on the back of these, especially if it's messy. If you want the grunge, great. But if you want something really clean, then you can just recover, trim up if you need to. Or even just rip and just get those edges in a different way. I mean, there's another... To be fair, you could. Let me just do a... You know, if you wanted to have a real bit of like grunginess and just, you know, really, you know, don't be shy. It's only a piece of paper. What's it going to do? Nothing. Rip, tear, destroy. But, you know, the effect you might get might be absolutely amazing. So, you can tell I'm calming down a bit now, can't you? I'm able to take a breath. Oh, dear. But look at that. You see, already, I mean, let me just see if I can get that into focus. But, yeah. I'm liking that very much so. So let's just put them out the way. So there's two. I mean, you know, you could get yourself a sentiment and make that quite nicely. Same as that. Or you could stamp different things on, do your bit and all that. So that's two there. Let's just put a little bit of something down. Let me have a look at. Let's do a bit of yellow. Wild honey, scattered mustard seed. I'm drawn to a bit of mustard seed. Let's do that. So, I mean, look at this. Look at the state of that. I don't know what's happened there. Oh, crumbs. Well, apart from the fact she's come flying across there. But it's like my ink. I've laid that flat like that, but it's like my ink's decided to have a moment or two. Well, I'm going to get myself a little bit of Wilted Violet. You know, these two are literally, this is a dream makeup, this is. Fabulous. Purple and yellow are just such an amazing, oh, I found another thing here. There we go. Look at that. I'll put that there. Amazing combination. So let me, bit of water. Let's get a little bit of another card on the go. Why not? Yes, look at that. So these are oxides. So you will get your mud puddles, but sometimes it adds to the effect. If you don't want the effect, don't add any more. Yeah. If you're not shy about what it is adding, just play around. I mean, look how vibrant that is. Wow, mustard seed. It's definitely got a little bit of oomph to it, that has. Most definitely. Let me just add a little bit of water on there to the card. Let me just put that onto there. Yeah, liking that. So this is watercolour card. So this is the 280 GSM. And look at that, just away it goes. So that there is stunning, realistically. I mean, look at that, look at the colour. Look how the yellow's going into that purple, how it's dragging it down now. Yes, beautiful. Now, if you really want to go to town with it and get some, let me just get some of Andy's Inkology. Now, bear in mind it's wet. One little drip. Oh, crumbs, that was a naughty drip, wasn't it? Wow. You're just going to, oh, dear Lord, look at that. Oh, wow. Oh, whoa. Don't be shy. Look at that. Look at the movement on. I've got to dry that off. Hold on, folks. I love that. Wait a minute. Let me just get that out of the way. Let me get that out of the way. Oh, let me. Quick. Oh. Sometimes when you see something, you just got to deal with it at that particular moment. Now, I'm going to let the ink move just slightly, but I'm going to try and save it and dry it as we go. And that's another thing. Don't be shy to experiment. Allow the colours to move into it. It gives you so many different options. Oh yes, look at that. If you don't like it, just dab it. Let's just take that little bit of water off in places. Woo! Oh! Now then, the camera's not picking up the richness of that purple. Let me just confirm this. So that was Plum Pie. Wow, that's all I can say on that. Wow. So I'm going to put that there. Now this one, I'm going to squirt some water on. On this one, I'm going to put some of the Skinner's Gold. Now I love this colour. It is amazing. So I am going to wet, because we've got the oxides on there. We're going to have that movement of that colour as well. So we've got oxides, and I'm now going to put a nice little blob. Oh, look at that. Just look at that movement go. So sad, aren't I, sometimes? I just can't believe that things like this still take my breath away. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, dearie me. Let's bring it down. Oh, yes. Now I'm just going to dab off. Yeah, look at that. Perfecto. Let's dry that off. So I don't know if anybody's doing any comments, but I ain't got any. So I'm just going to go out of it and come back into it, see if that makes any difference. Oh, there we go. Oh, hello. Right, hi, Steph. Late, but no, you're not late, you're here. Right, so apologies, I have missed a couple of comments. So hi Sarah, Moira, blah blah blah, Rose, Kim, Steph, right, Anita, yep, Chris, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. There we go. Oh, hello. Yes, so like I say, all I'm doing at the minute is just letting me cause a bit of a mess. Because sometimes, you know, when you just get a bit of card and you just throw a bit of ink down and you just want to just make a mess. Perfect just to get yourself, get any anxiety or any worries or any, you know, like your day's stresses. Sometimes it's just nice to bounce them out. Now, I can quite easily add different things onto that. On this one, I've added water. On this one, I just left it as it was and allowed the ink just to settle straight into it. I'm going to put a bit of bleach in. You know it's going to happen. I'm going to just put a little bit of bleach in. Let me get me, let's get the Artlist jar out, as you do. Now then, I'm going to do on this one first. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Look at that. I'm not going to do too much. That's my famous last words, that is, isn't it? I'm not going to do too much. I'm liking that. And then I'm just going to add a little bit. Now I've had me and this pen have fell out today. I'm going to have to tell you. I was doing a little bit of something. Look, here we go again. The old end. It's having a bit of a moment. I have to watch that. I was doing some marking on some of the designs I've done. Oh, there you go. I wonder if it'll come out without the end on. Oh, okay. Oh, that might be another option. So if your end falls out, it still splats. Fabulous. Let me just let's make sure it's in. There we go. Oh, it's a shame it don't click in, but it doesn't, you know. You know what I mean? Oh, I've got a nice little blob going on there, though. Right, so I've got a blob here, as you can clearly see. So I'm going to add a bit of water. Nothing too bad. Now, we've got a lot of different things going on there, so I'm just going to just pick up. Yeah? So I've got that Posca there, which is still wet. So all I'm going to do is just go along the edge now. Oh, yay. Just adding little bits of different depth. That's all you've got to be worried about. Well, you ain't really got to be worried about anything, to be fair. It's just making a mess. Let me just wipe that up. I don't want to make too much of a mess, but I do want to make a mess. And I just want to move that ink around just a little. There we go. Perfect. I don't want it just in one place. There we go. Fabulous. So let me just dry that off. So that looks, now I like that. You might not, I do. And I like the way that's bleached out. So that's with oxides and Andy Skinner's inks on that. Look how clear that bleach has gone out. Look at that. That's like whiter than white. It's whiter than a Posca pen, that is. Just saying, like, you know, just saying. Okay, where we are. Just got here. Oh, Elaine, hi. Bless you. Well, I'm just at the minute, I'm just de-stressing from my day, so I'm just messing around and just making a mess. That's the easiest way to do it. Get some cards, put some colour down. This is the Pink Frog watercolour card. I'm now going to start using the Super Smooth. Now, I like both of their products, but I do prefer, that's me personally, the Super Smooth. Because I think it's absolutely amazing. It is as good, well, I think it's better than watercolour card. Watercolour card's got its place for different things that I do. But let me grab, there we go, some Super Smooth. So this is the 300 GSM. Let's start some stamping. Let's play. Might even do a bit of reflection work, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. I've just cut through a bottle of water with a sharpener. Oh, hello. Anyone got a... Oh, Steph, what are you doing? Cut through a water bottle with a sharpener. Get some colour down. Mop up. Do some smooching. Anyone got a dinghy? I love it. Oh, dear, do you need a paddle? That's hilarious. Thank you, Sarah. So the colours I've done is oxides and Inkology inks. So let's try not to make too much of a mess. Well, it's famous last words, isn't there, then? Right, then let's have a look what we got. So when you look at stamps and you look at them and you think, what on earth am I going to do with them? No, these aren't my normal style of stamps. However, if you start thinking to yourself, what do you like to create? Is it sort of scenery and stuff like that? You will actually think to yourself, oh, I can create something from there. So these are the rooftops, set 1, 2 and 3. Different stuff. Obviously, there's rooftops in them. We've got little cats, we've got owls, we've got birdies, we've got pigeons, people. Just daft little things, yeah? And then on the balcony set, we've got cats, we've got curtains, we've got chairs, tables, bits of wall, shutters, very French-esque, you know, that sort of thing. But you know something, I'm going to be a bit of a sort of think outside the box person, and I'm going to use this set 2 of the balcony set, and I'm going to utilize it with set 3 of Rooftop World. So let's see what we can create. I'm hoping I'm putting these back on the right places now. Oh, new carpet. Oh, crumbs. Have you got a vax? Hi, Sylv. How you doing, my sweetie? Glad of you to meet us and join us this evening. Tracy, good evening. So yeah, so I'm going to have a look what we can manage to create here, and I'm going to start with maybe just sort of do I start with a bit of a background? I'll tell you what, let me start by actually putting something down. Because I don't know what I'm going to make. I don't know what it's going to end up looking like, but let's have a look. Let me get a stamp. Let me get a block. Let me get a brain cell. Might help half the battle. So hopefully I will see some of you guys Saturday at the National Motorcycle Museum, which will be fabulous. Don't just think you're going to stand there watching either. I will, you know, if you come and say hello to me, hopefully you'll come and have a dabble. You know, have a stamp with me. Come and get messy with me. You know, because that's what it's all there for. It's all right watching and going, oh, hello. You know, but don't be shy. Come and have some fun with me. Hands-on experience is better than anything, isn't it? So, okay, let's have a look. Let me just, I might be crooked, but it won't hurt. Don't tell nobody if I am. I can always cut the card and try and straighten it. Sometimes I might quit. Oh, yeah, that's all right. So, this is, what's this one? Balcony Set 2. Yeah, that's sort of like a plinth sort of thing. I quite like that. Okay. That's interesting. I'm now thinking what colour I'm going to colour it in. But there you go. Let's have a play around. So, there's like a little table and chair on this set. We've got bits of wall. There's a lamp hanging down. We've got curtains and we've got a window, which is great. And then I'm going to do something with Rooftop World Set 3. We've got funky cats. We've got a witch. We've got, excuse me, we've got a steeple. We've got robbers. Serenade, Rooftop Rendezvous. I'll tell you what, we're going to do something with the funky cats. Why not? Okay, let's have a little look. So we've got 3 funky cats doing their little thing. Oh, bless them. Let's just grab them out. So, let's have a look. Well, so we've got Mr. Violin. Oh, I quite like you. Can go there. Let's see if I can stamp this in one. This is bound to go wrong, isn't it? Never always goes right with. I'll tell you, I'm going to have to do it one at a time. Oh, I'm not that confident with myself today. Well, I am. But you know when you think to yourself, oh, you know, if I slip on that one, I'll slip on all of them. Oh, I don't know. Bedroom and porch. Oh, crumbs. Which look at that. Use the window as a mirror on the shelf. Oh, here we go. Look at you lot. Starting to think now. I like it. Hold on a second. Let me just see what we're doing with these crazy cats first of all. So let me do that. Now, if we did do that as a mirror, what I'd do then is do second generation and just pop it there. Yeah, you get me? How easy would that be? So there's your mirror reflection straight off without even using anything. So let me do the next one. Is Mr. Saxophone Player. He's a funky cat, he is. I like him. So again, I'm going to do first and second generation and try and marry up what I've done on the first one. So I'm going to do him like so, first generation. Then I'm going to move it up and over for the mirrored part. Yeah, I tell you, it's working. It's working. Oh, where's my little there we go. Picking the wrong stamp up there. Nobody warned me, did you? There you go. I'm just trying to read what you're all saying. I like a bit of goss. Right then, let's get the violin. I quite like this one. Violin. Let me just put you there like that. And again, all I'm going to do is take it, move it up on second generation. There we go. Now, so that, can you see how I've done that now? So if I do that as, let me just put these away. I'm being ever so good here. Crumbs. I'm even worrying myself here. Can't believe this. So let me just, hey. So old trumpet player can go there. What's this one? Saxophone player can go like so. And then our little violin can go like there. Okay. Lisa's done well there. Wow. So if I'm going to do a bit of a thing about having this now as a mirror. So we've got those on the mantelpiece and we've got that mirror going on. I'd need a bit of a pencil. If I've got, let me just see, what else have we got here? Have we got something that's going to be ornate as a mirror, maybe? Let's have a look. Oh, let's have a look. So we could, well, I'll tell you what, we could do that as the top. So if I'll tell you what, here we go. Let me grab that. Let's put that on there. Lisa's totally losing the plot now, but it's okay. It's all right. Have you got these stamps yet? I've just put my glasses on. That looks like Hollywood Lake. Oh, I can do that later. That Saturday's project, fabulous. See, it's all about thinking outside the box. Okay, so I've got that stamp there like so. So I'm going to turn this upside down. Okay, and then I am going to try as best as I possibly can to bring it down to about here. And then I'm going to say there's my fancy mirror. Yeah, well, we'll see anyway. So there we go. Top and bottom. You can you sort of get the gist of what I'm trying to achieve? Beans, I didn't even know what I was creating. We're doing all right so far. So that's balcony set 2. That's that piece there, and then we've got rooftop wheel 3. We've done the pussycats on there to give that mirrored effect. Now, if you're really comfortable, let me get myself a little let me get myself something that resembles. I'm going to get a 3M on a Posca, and I'm going to get a ruler. I'm going to get a ruler. Let's have a look. Something that resembles a ruler, that will do for me. Now then, just for the sake of this, now obviously I know it's not going to be straight, and I know it's not perfect, but you know something, sometimes the best things are just like totally off the cuff. Yeah, so let me just be as sort of try and marry it up as best as I can. Okay, there we go. So we've sort of got a mantelpiece mirror there sort of thing. Like I say, it's only just for the purpose of showing you something different. Let's put that there. Now, what I did do, I don't say, but I'm learning how to do mirror. Oh, mirror images are so easy. But, well, this particular one is. I'll do a different one in a minute, actually, just to show you. But let's move them out the way. So under here, let's have a look at a bit of brickwork, maybe. Let's have a play. Let's put that on here. Now, I don't know whether this is going to look good, bad, the ugly. Oh, I tell you, it might work. And then for the purpose of this, I'm just going to do black because I can. However, if you was doing something at home, a little bit more elaborate than what Lisa's doing, you would probably look to do maybe a brown. So I'm just going to do a little bit of a second generation down here. And then I'm just going to maybe look for a little bit here, a little bit here. Okay. Do you know, why ever not? Let me just have a little bit here, a little bit there. And then same again here. Why not? It's only going to be how you paint it in at the end of the day. And nobody says anything's got to be perfect. Far from it. I don't do perfect. I do mess, as you know. So let's have a look. I suppose we all have something we could use. Clever idea. Oh, okay, there you go. Clever idea. That'll do. That's me. That's my thing I'll take away from today. Clever idea. So let's pop a little bit of paintwork down. Now you could do paint. You could do watercolor pencils. You could do your soft pastels. You could do zigs. I'm going to do a bit of like a brick wall on here. And then you could either do this as a mirror and they're on like in the garden, playing in the garden. You could do all sorts of different things. So I am going to put on, I'm just going to get a bit of frayed burlap. Why not? Frayed burlap, oxide. You know me, I'm an oxide girl. So let's have a play around. Let me grab a brush. Right, so all I'm going to do here is I tickle the top of the brush basically. Now, if you've got a glass, you can just bring this around. You can move it all in one place. It's totally up to you how you do it. You know, depending on how good you are with your inks, and if you don't want to move them, you know, you could put a piece of paper under it. You'd use more ink, you know, the more you sort of do it around. However, it's down to you. It's your inks at the end of the day. I'm going to get a bit of peeled paint because I like the colour. Well, you know, I haven't used crushed olive for ages. I do love that colour as well. Let me just grab that. A bit of crushed olive. Oh, dear me. feeling a bit of crushed, yeah, a bit of crushed olive. Go on, hold on. There we go. Let's play with colours. Yeah, play around. Right, so I just want to sort of look like we've got a bit of mould on this wall. Bit of an odd one, but there you go. You'll get it in a bit. Why not? It's good to have different stamps in your collection as well. It's, you know, we've all got a variety of different things. We all like different stuff, you know, so it's nice to sort of add something different to your collection. I'm just going to get a bit of rustic wilderness, a bit of a darker, because you've got to have that sort of, excuse me, light dark. I think everybody I've been watching just lately has got a cough when they're chittery chattering. I don't know whether there must be some viruses or God knows what going around nowadays, but hey ho. Now then, this really is a very, very simple card. Let me just wipe this mess out of the way. Oh gosh, that's a nice, oh look at that, I'll have to use that again. Right then, let me just get a bit of paper. Wow, yeah, I'm doing well today. Maybe spoke too soon. It's not the cleanest of piece, but it'll do for now. Right, so you know I'm going to do a water splat on there. However, this part, let's get some ink on it and let's get, I want to do sort of like a gold. I want something to pop out. So I am going to use some of Skinner's Gold again. I do love this stuff. So I've literally just tapped it onto the mat. So this is a glass mat. Tapped it on. Let me just grab a brush. Plain water. Oh, let me take that out of there. Let's put that there. Right, so just some water on. All I'm going to do, I mean, I might even put a bit of gold onto this yet. Just make, so if you're painting and you want to have like different depths, you know, you just sort of flick it around first of all, let it go lighter, darker. Let the colour work for you at the end of it, because you can see, when you look, you can sort of see where you want to lighten a dark sort of area. And if you don't understand like lights and dark, maybe that's something for you to look into, is about the light sources when you're actually working. So as you look at something coming down, you're going to have different shadows underneath. Now, how I'm going to put the shadows on, I could use a brown if I wanted to, which would be coffee bean, or I could even use a black, depending on how I want the card to look. So the colours are quite sort of heavy down sort of things. So what shall I do? Let's have a look. I'll tell you what, I'm going to put brown on just to lift it, and I can put some gold onto it. So this is coffee bean. It's a darker colour, and again, I've just done 2 little dabs, the smallest amount of ink. And all I'm going to do here is I'm just going to put a bit of water to it. Now I'm going to think, where would the shadowing be? So I'm only going to flick it along, nothing major, because I suppose I'm going really for more of like an antique-y look. So all I want to do is have an idea of where the darker areas would be, and then maybe just look to sort of add. Now you can do this with pencil. Pencil, you'd be more spot on with your shading. I'm being very, very loose here with how I'm putting this on in that sense. And up here the same again, where I think I'd want a bit more of a shadowing sort of effect. You can just sort of flick it over. Let me just do that very, very loosely, because I'll get the pencils on it just so you can see the difference with it. This is going to be your main reflection now here. Now, if you're doing a reflection, I'm going to use some watercolour pencils just so it gives you an idea of what you can do with different things. So if there's a reflection there, we don't know what the reflection is, because we've got the cats here and then we've got the reflection there. But there could be a scenery behind us. So there could be trees. Now, bear in mind it's a mirror, so you're not really going to be able to sort of picture such a good bit of imagery, really. So you could be, I mean, I'm just scribbling. You can see that. There's no sort of, you haven't got to be Van Gogh for any of this. So I'm just going to do a different green. And then at the bottom, I'm going to put, what should we put? Let's get a little bit of a brown. So this is sort of a reddy brown. Now, while you've got this colour, you can then think to yourself, well, where do I maybe want just little touches here and there just to bring the colour together, because you want to complement what you're putting on. I mean, you haven't got to. You can be as bold as you like. You know, go for it. Really get the colours on the go. Because it's only a piece of paper. Yeah? Don't worry about it. Now I'm just going to flick little bits up. So I sort of want to just put a little bit of more, just a bit of depth here and there. So all I'm going to do now is get me water brush. So it's just water, nothing else. And I'm going to start with me bit of green that I wiggled around. That was my tree line, yeah. So just get that bit of water. These are watercolour pencils I put on. So all it's doing is just letting me move things around. So at the end of the day, we don't know what the scenario. You can put whatever you like into this now. Because when you add the water, it's going to give you that sort of mirrored effect anyway. So you can really play around. So don't be shy. Don't think, oh, I'm putting too... The more water, the better, because you can add. Once it's dry, you can add. So don't think, can't do it. You've got to start being a little bit more on yourself to say, yes, I can do it. You know, it's one of them. What we done, I had an accident yesterday. I tipped a bottle on my mat. Oh, dear me. Yes, I've done that, pipetting it up and sucking it up. I've always got some of these little bottles about for things like that. Oh, my goodness me. That's like dangerous when that happens. So lesson learnt now, whenever I do something, I always put that, because sometimes I've rested it and forgot to and knocked it over. But yeah, I always twist the tops on now. That's like no ifs, ands or buts. Right then, so let me grab let me have a look. Right, so I want to put a mirrored effect on the mirror itself. So I have got Wink of Stella, and it's the white that I've got there. I'm also going to use, when I can get it out of my little pot, I'm also going to use a bit of a Posca. So I want to give a little bit of a mirrored reflection behind it. I'm also going to use a black pencil as well. That's brown. Lisa's gone colourblind in her old age. It's all right. I've just got that much stuff around me. It's like, right. So this is just me having a little play. So, oh, crumbs, here we go. There we go. Right, so the first thing, obviously, Wink of Stella, you got that lovely little bit of shimmer to it. So, first thing I want to do is just, for one, make sure I've actually got some... Oh, yes, look at that. Not a lovely blob. Perfect. No wrong with a bit of glitter on a mirror. It adds to the effect. You can never go wrong with a bit of Wink of Stella. I mean, you can use mica. You could use... what could you use? You could use stickles. So making sure that you're just like hitting, not the main characters, you can do the reflection. So you can put little twinkly bits there, and there we go. Little bits here and there and here. There we are. So now when I look at this, we've got twinkly bits. Right, so let's just whack that out the way. Let's put that down there. So yeah, when that you'll see it when it's done. So let me just dry that off. So I want something going around here. So I'm just looking to see what I can do. As I might have found something. So now on the mirror, I want to give that sort of reflection look. So I'm just going to just do a couple of lines just here and there. So it gives me, you know, when you get that sort of bit of reflection, you think, oh, look at that. So that's all I want to do with that. And then I want to get the white Posca. Make sure we got white coming out the damn thing, because sometimes if you don't shake this up well, it comes out a bit of a clear nightmare, if I'm honest. And then you think, oh, we should have shook it up, and then you haven't, and it's all, you know what I'm saying. So again, you just want to just so you can see there's a very faint sort of line going with it. I mean, you can go over that sort of, you know, like that little area where you've got it. So you're having that sort of reflective area. Now, again, if you wanted to pull certain bits. It's all about thinking where your highlights are going to be. So anything that you feel that the light's going to hit the top of, you could just put a little bit of white on and bring it down. Same as up here, you might be able to think, oh, it's going to go up there. And if you're going to do that, again, you can get a bit of water. And if you don't like what's happened, you can mix it in with your colour to lighten it down. So again, just showing you different ways of moving stuff around that you've actually got and you use without thinking, don't like that. I wish I hadn't done that. And that's what it's all about. Now, I'm just softening these lines on here. And I'm not going to do it with all of them, just a few of them. So, oh, that's the wet one. Let me get a plain bit of this. Let's have a look. Let's see what that's going to do. Perfecto. So I need to sort it around here now. So we've got that balance of something going on. Let's have a look. What else have we got we can use? Right. Oh, yes, we can do that one. So I've got balcony set, excuse me, number 1. And then we've got the plant pot. Now, I suppose realistically, you could just leave the plant pot, which is that. But you know me, I'm going to turn it into something else. Because that's what I like to do. I like to sort of experiment with my stamps to see what else I can turn it into. And sort of just to give you an idea when it comes to my stamps that I've designed, I've done things where you can use them for all different things, because that's what I get frustrated at. So that's just me being me. So let's have a look. Now, I suppose you could really just do this as a little bit of something. And again, don't be shy not to. Let's just bring it over a little bit. Why not? So let's have a look. Yeah. Let's just put that up a little bit. Now, because I've done that there, I'm going to need to put some sort of green into that. So that was off. This is what I'm saying. Don't be shy to utilise your stamps. So that's how to set 1. I don't think I ever use them what they're actually there for, which is all part of the fun, really. So let me put some green into this now. Now you could use watercolor pencils if you wanted to. You could do inks. I'm going to use let's have a bit of a lush pine needles with the oxide. Let's have a dabble. So I'm going to pop it here. Oh, that's a juicy one. Oh, hello. That's way too juicy. I'm going to have to mop that up. Right, so. Oh, dear. What am I like, eh? Crumbs. Right, let's just play around. So you're just going to need a brush. And you can sort of see what's going on here. We've got sort of that look of like a bush sort of thing. Now, I know I can add different colours over this. I know I can build it up. But this is all you want to do now is just add a bit of water. Now, I mean, you could use a brush to do this, but sometimes it's nice just to give that raw effect. Plus, it gives you skills as well to build up backgrounds in different ways. Because, you know, if you like watching other artists that build up, you know, with water. So all I'm going to do now is take the water and take it into that back colour. And just play around and just add little bits here and there, because I'm utilising that colour that's there. Yep, here, water, taking it into what I've just put on, and that will actually give you another layer, because all you're doing is just moving around the colour that you've put on. Remember, I put the browns on and I put the different greens on, and all I'm doing now is just pulling that around. And that's the beauty of using a paintbrush. But you've got to be comfortable to do that. And if you're not, piece of card, bit of scrap card, don't even stamp on it. Just play it, put colour down and just do this. A bit of water and move it around. You will soon understand how your colour will move all by itself, especially if you like your oxides. I mean, I can put a bit of that up there. I could even add this into this as like a bit of mold sort of effect, a bit of old rust, you know, sort of. I mean, goodness me, you could you could really layer this up into a proper. This is like out in the garden. It's mouldy. It's got that much gunk on it, but it adds such an amazing effect. You know, there's nothing stopping you at the end of the day. And if you don't like it, you just whack a load of bleach over it. You know, and if you've got any sort of allergies and stuff like that, get your Milton tablets on the go. They're just as good. So let's just put some water up here. Look, just all I'm doing is just adding the water, and that water is actually adding the effect. There's no rhyme nor reason to any of this. We're just making a mess, but that mess is giving you an effect. Now I've got a bit more depth in that now. I want to mop that up, so let me just get a bit of paper. Hold on. Let me get a bit of watercolour card. So this is the Pink Frog. This is the 280. Let me just let me do a little squirty doodah. I don't believe in wasting. Let's just play a bit of smooching. What do you reckon? Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. 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 Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm sure there was a song in there somewhere. Right, there you go. Bit of water on there. Look at that. There you go. Sorted. Now look at that. Look at that movement you get now. And if you're unsure about moving ink around, do this. You know, pick up, smooch it. Allow it to just sit there and do what you want it to do. Me personally, let me just get this dry. Let me take the dribbles off. Now look at that for the background. And all I've done is just mopped up a bit of mess, that's all. Oh Marie, what's happening there? Do you have a mirror outside? What am I missing here? Who's talking to themselves? Oh dear me. Nessie Parker would be the type of card you was used. Oh hello, what we got there then? Have I missed something? Sorry. Repeat. Do I need to look through comments? Nessie, part of it would be. So Nessie, how do you stop the paper from warping? Okay, so you can tape it down. So you can use washi tape, you can use low tack tape, or I can hold it down and dry, and if it warps, put it down flat and it will actually settle, the card will settle itself down. Now you can see this is starting to curl up. If I place it down and heat it, it'll actually go flat. And once your card's dry, you can actually then just do that. Hope that helps, Ness. But again, your matte and layer, that will soon, you know, use a decent glue, decent card. This is 280 GSM from Pink Frog. Their watercolour card's amazing. I can drown it till my heart's content. However, their super smooth card is also as good as. And though I'm already drowned in this, and it's strong. So let me carry on drowned in this for you, and then you'll see. But this doesn't curl. The watercolour card curls. This doesn't. So there's another plus on that. Let me just shift this out of the way. So there you go. No wastage there. That's a beautiful background, that is. Anyway, let's crack on with this. So what we're going to do with this. So we've got sort of a bit of matte and layering. You could put quite a nice sentiment there, to be fair. You know, however, mirror it, put a bit of drop shadowing underneath it. What am I going to do with this? Let me put a few splats on it. Dare I use this black pen? Me and that pen just ain't getting on, I'm telling you. Oh dear me. Now then, I have got a chrome marker. This is Sweet Poppy, and this is actually, it is a mirror marker. I don't know whether to, I don't want to ruin it. You know, what can I say? Let me put some white on. Right, so Gioconda Soft Pastel. I'm not even going to say it because I can't. But if you want to just put some more white over, just to give it that reflective, you can do. If you want to put your highlights on and you've not got a decent white, this is where you can put that in. I'm being quite over dramatic. Again, it depends on the effect you want. It depends on if you want sort of antique. You can put a beautiful gold. I mean, to be fair, you could actually put, let me get the eyeshadow out. Let's have a dabble. Where are you? That's green. Oh, green might go well, actually. So this is what I call the eyeshadow. It's the metallic gilding polish. This is Copper Shine. So yeah, don't worry, I won't forget to squirt it. She knows. Right, so I'm just going to get, like I say, I always say it's eyeshadow. But for those of you that are comfortable to do it, just edge your edge. And then you could do a nice white and then a nice black cardstock. That would really bring this out. A nice sentiment. Like I said, I don't put sentiments on my stuff because at the end of the day, you know, it's one of them. You can... Now I'm just dabbing my finger on. Just want a bit of gilding on that sort of mirror effect on there. Why not? It's a bit of a mad random one. I might actually move this around with a bit of water. Hold on. Let me see if it'll work. Maybe not, I don't know. Let me just give it a squirt because I can hear Sylvia shouting at me as I'm doing this. But I've got to go with somebody. Well, whoever comes to see me at, if you want a card or anything, just say, by the way, because, you know, if you wanted to have a look and play around, feel free. Just let me know and I'll see what I've already made or whatever. Or you can actually make a card with me and take it back with you. That'll be fun, wouldn't it? Oh, hello. That's a nice blob. Oh, I tell you, I'm quite liking this. Now, we could really go grungy with this and really sort of pull out. So, I mean, I've totally, like, killed it. But I quite like the effect I'm getting there. We're going grungy. Like it. So yeah, I can't tell you what, that's got different effects on different places, you know? So it's weird because you can just see like one blob of colour, but when you move it I can actually see underneath it, which is what I like. Let me just get a little bit of bleach, only a smidgen, my famous last words. So for me, this could actually, this I mean, feminine, masculine, don't know, be an interesting card, this would be. But for me, I've just showed you a technique. It's not down to the fact I could give this away to somebody Saturday on Matte and Layer It. I tell you that, see, the bleach gives you so many different colours. You know, when you start playing around with different inks give you different effects. And this is where I want you to get your pieces of card. You know, I've got a box, I've got a box down here, right? So here's all my cut-offs. Utilise your cut-offs to actually see what bleaching does with different colours, how it's going to go down, what is it going to give you. So yeah, so there's that's like I said, that's just me playing around, but that gives you an idea of a mirrored effect. Let's give you a proper mirrored effect. Let's put that down there out the way. Let me clean up a minute. Oh, I tell you, I'm settling down nicely now. Let's have I want to do, how about something with water? Not as in with water, but a nice reflection. Let's have a look. Let me see what I've got on. Hold on, let's have a look. So, there's a balcony set. So let me get balcony set 1, 2, 3. Let me get the rooftop. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let me move that. I've got no space to swing a cat here. I haven't. Crumbs. I'm gonna need more room the way this is going. Right then, so let me have a look. So, okay, so okay, pick me 1, 2 or 3, please. Let's get you involved. Right. First one to give me a number, 1, 2 or 3. That's going to be the set I'm going to use. 1, 2 or 3. Let's see who's quick off the mark tonight then. Who's it going to be? Number 2. Thank you. There we go. There you are. Sorted. So, let's have a look what we got then. So, we have got Rooftop World number 2. I'm not even looking at the comments because I've probably got 20 million of them now. Oh, I like it. We got little owls. We got people. I've got a seagull. I'll tell you what, I'm going to use this one. Now, daft as it is, I would never have thought I was going to be using this stamp tonight. Okay, so that's the stamp there, that one. So let me just mount that. I'm going to be doing it with black. I'm going to be doing it on Super Smooth Pink Frog, as I do. Let me see. Yes, I'm going to do that first. Right then, so this is, oh, look at you, look at all these little numbers. I love it. Stephanie was way too quick for you tonight, you know, folks. Okay, so let's have a look what we're going to do here. Right then, so we have got Nocturne now. Oh, hello. Oh, it's all right. It's just where my end is. I thought I hadn't done that right then. I was going to say, crumbs. What am I doing? Right, let's have a look. So I am going to go here, like so. Now this could be male or female card, or even those who present themselves as male or female. Excuse me, I've just got to wipe my nose up. I do apologise. I had a runny nose then. I'm living in like a sauna at the minute. Right, look at that. Now, I'm going to do a reflection, as you do. So this is how easy a reflection is. So, this is rooftop set number 2, as chosen by you guys. Now, let me do this. I don't know how much of this I'm going to get in the reflection, but I'm going to do that. This is, I'm going to put like a lake or a canal or something here as a reflection, yeah? So where's my reflective piece of something or another? Let me look, hold on. Nope. You know when you had it here and you've looked at it like for the last 10 minutes and then lo and behold it disappears on you. That's oh, here it is, found it. Drama over. So I've got a piece of acetate. You probably can't, oh, you can see that. Look at that. So for those of you that went on the workshop the other day, you'll know exactly how to do this. I'm putting it down. That's a piece of acetate. And I'm then going to just stamp it on so I know I'm stamping on the acetate, yeah? Remembering where the wet ink is. There we go. Don't worry about any smudging or anything because it's going to add to an effect. So I have now got that building is now stamped with wet ink, yeah? I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to turn that over. And I have now got a perfect reflection, yeah, as you can see. So I'm going to bring it to there. And I'm going to place it down. And all I'm going to do with my fingernails is just run that over. Nothing major. Because it's a reflection. Okay. There we go. So there's my reflection. There's my water reflection. Let me just pick up. Now, remember, when you do this, you've got a wet ink. Get it off before you put it back onto your card and ruin what you've just done. Otherwise, it's going to turn into a stamp or a tag or something else, right? So, there's me start. Now, I'm just going to get a pencil. Just a bog standard pencil. And I actually want to just do myself, just so I can sort of say that's where my river or my water is going to be, yeah? So now you can sort of see where my mirror, that reflection is going to be. So that's just off this stamp. Now, I've never really thought about buildings and stuff. Let me just get the one that's white. I've never thought about buildings and building up cards with buildings. You know, we've always done sort of, I don't know, fairies and different sort of tree landscapes and stuff like that. But, you know, if you actually build up different things, you can actually bring together quite a few different, you know, nice little bits and pieces, really. Let me just, where's that second one where, right, here we go. So the tree, for instance, now. I could do a no, I'll do the tree. So I'm going to use the balcony set and I'm going to use my little plant pot again. But I'm going to use it just a little bit differently where I want to start bringing it. And this is the joy of having a different lot of stamps. I'm going to use it with my finger. Well, if I can get it on that. Damn. There you go. Right, my finger stamp. And I'm going to get myself a piece of scrap paper. So let me just grab a bit of scrap. There we go. Okay, so I've just ripped off a corner. Hopefully it was something I didn't need. Too late now if I did. I'm using that curved area then. I'm just going to pop it on here. Now, it's just fell off. So let me just... So there you go. That's all I'm doing. And I'm just doing, as you can see, just the top couple. And all I want to do here is just have that little bit of an area where I think, you know, is there some trees there? What we got going on, yeah? And I'm just very lightly just playing around with that area. So that's given me now that, so if I turn it around, I've now got to mirror that. So I've still got it stuck on my hand. Now, the joy with Perspex is I can put that now there, and I can think to myself, I've got to remember. Have I? No, I'm just going to put that back on there. And all I'm going to do now is have a think to myself, well, you know, I just want to have an idea that we've got something going on, because water reflections are ever so good. Bear in mind, we've got wet ink. Remember what I said? Get rid of it before you put it down somewhere else. It's the first thing you do, and then you can move that out of the way. So I have now got my building and whatever it is there. Now, that could be a tree, it could be a fairy, it could be whatever you're stamping, a bear, a cat, a snail, I don't know, whatever it is. Just always remember to mirror it, and it's got to be lighter this side, because that's where your actual water reflection is. Yeah, so we can do a nice, let's build, I'm going to make this into a nice card now. Why not? So I can't put in much water. The card, honestly, the card takes, I'll tell you what, before I watch it. So this is the super smooth. Let me just put that, I'm going to let that dry. So super smooth. So let me first of all spray it. Now, I mean, I'm spraying that look at that. There's a lot of water on there, yeah? So I'm going to spray that, and I'm now going to put some colour on. So I'm going to hold it down so it's not bowing. Oh, look at that. Woo, look at that. Oh, yay. Putting my lid on so it's tight, yeah? Oh, look, pretty. Oh, dear, dear, dear. Honestly, I'm so sad. I'm going to put that there. I want some white Posca on it. Oh, this is fabulous. So we've got water, we've got ink. Let me get the white Posca. Look at them splatters. Just look at that. What we're going to do now, let's have a look. Let's move that ink around. Now I'm going to dab. Let me dab a bit off. Now I ain't shy to move this around either. Right, let me dry it. Let's have a bit. Now there's still plenty of water on that, folks. Let me just so you can see how good this card is. I'm not affiliated either. I'm just telling you as it is. It's very rare that you get decent cards, and I'm in love with this card because of this reason. I mean, look at the water. Look at that movement on there. This is really soaked. Cut my goodness me. Cut your thumb. Wow. Bless you. Oh, Sil, that's very kind of you. Okie dokie. So let's have a play. I'm just going to dab a little bit off here because I want to put more layers on. Yeah. So I mean, look at that. Now I've grounded this. Turn it over. This is dry. Yeah. This has not gone through. It has not melted. It has not. You know, like sometimes it can like get a mush. So let me just dry it properly, because I'm going to reuse this and I'm going to put more water on. Okay, so not just saying it, that card's dry. Now look at that colour, how it's soaked into that. Now it's still smooth. There is no difference on that at all. So I could put oxides on this if I wanted to. I could put, I'll tell you what, let's have a little bit of let's put a bit of moochie on it. Here we go. Okay, oxide spray. Oh, we're getting messy. Love it. Okay, let's do this. So, more liquid. Now, you might like it as it is. Yeah, I do. Let's get some sprays on it. Let's not be shy. Okay, what we got here? Scorched timber. So the blue I used was turquoise. That's me, my posh one. Turquoise blue. Gotta have a bit of poshness every now and again. So I'm now going to put on, oh, look at this. Just look at this. So I'm put on, these are oxide sprays. Now, I'm now going to play around with it. I'm going to put some more water on. More water, yes, that's correct. Okay, ready? Look at this. So I've drowned it twice now. Look at the movement on that. Oh, gosh. Honestly, I could wet myself with excitement sometimes. Surprising how a bit of card goes. Oh, dear me. Let's just move this around. Look at that. Now, obviously, with the oxides, they dry totally different. I love it. So I'm now not shy to move this around. Now, while I've still got that wetness there, let me just get that Posca on it, because I love when the Posca goes into wet ink. I think it's a fabulous look, and it just gives you that added little bit of texture. So that's more liquid going onto the card, yeah. That's 3 lots of drowning this card has had. Let's get this done now. Let's have a look. Now I am just going to dab a little bit off here. I want to just, that's it. Oh yes, that's the stuff. Still got plenty going on. Look at that. Keep wet floor sign. Do you know what you need? You know, your wet floor sign, it's like, oh gosh, it's just like a barrier. Swimming pool in progress. I mean, I've still got this here. I mean, I could mop that up as well. I mean, look at that. Look at the grunge on that. Oh, hold on, it's still wet. 1 minute. I'm just so excited. Oh, I did tell you it was going to get messy tonight. I mean, I like the blue to begin with, but, you know, it's just one of them. So we've got this here. I don't like wasting, as you know. Let's put some more water down, yeah? So let me just have a little, just this little pick up here. I want to show you just how good this card is. Like I say, I don't, oh, shall I just put, let me just see if it's going to pick up here. Oh, yes, go on then, why not? I just love talking to myself. Honestly, I don't do myself any harm at all. No Lisas were harmed in the filming of this. Okay, more water. How much is that? 3-4 lots now? I'm a new learner, but done a few fails with paper. There's no such thing as fails, Ness. So if you do something like this and you don't like it, you turn yourself into a tag. Always have a spare bit of paper to mop up any mess, or leave it, and then you can add more colour on or more depth. So if you didn't like this, for instance, you think, oh, I've just ruined it and I really like the blue, I'll show you what to do now. But we're still waiting for this to dry anyway. Well, this is dry, but we'll do it in a sec. How are we doing? Oh, we're doing fine for time. Well, you know us, we'll just go forever. Okay, so we've got that now. Let's add some oxides to it. So, what we're going to do, I'll tell you what, I'm going to do scorched timber, because I have put scorched timber on there. And I'm going to do a bit of salvage, I'm going to do a bit of peacock feathers to complement the 2 colours that are on there, yeah? You can put a bit of antique linen on if you want, but again, it's up to you. So let me just get 2 brushes. Now I'm using brushes on the oxides, and I'm going to do peacock feathers first. Stunning colours these are. And again, you can add it over. If you think it's too brown and you don't like it, just add it over. So don't ever think to yourself, oh, I've just ruined it, or I have no idea how this card is going to look at the end of it. And realistically, I don't care. It's just a piece of paper. If you get too hung up on what you're doing, you'll never make anything. You know, so just be mindful to think to yourself, it's only a piece of paper. Don't worry about it. If you just want edges, just do the edges. You know, do whatever you like. Like I say, it's just a piece of card. Now, we've drowned this. I'm going to put some bleach on it now. Yeah, so we've got a bit of this on, a bit of that on, a bit of Bob's Your Uncle, Annie and all the rest of it. Let's get some bleach. Let's put that there. Oh, crumbs. That was a bit of a clonk then, wasn't it? Okay, so a bit more. Right then, let's see what this is going to do. Let's just have a little tap. I don't want to take too much out, because I quite like the craziness of the card. Oh, hello. Let me just let me turn you around a second. Did I knock you? There we go. Sorted. I've seen that before, and I must have tapped it. I do apologise, people. Let's put you back in the folder. There you go. Sorted. There you are. So I've added a bit of bleach to that. Not everybody's cup of tea. But again, you've got a different background. So that could be quite, if you added glitter and stuff to that, you know, if you like your foils, that would be very cosmic. So that was me just showing you there. There was like, how many lots did we do with regards to, and look at that. Now, it's wet, but it's dry. None of this card none of it has gone. None of it is weak. That is straight. It's not curled, as you've seen what I've done with it. Yes, it's been over wet there, but look at the rest of this. Now, that had loads in there. The card is good. So that is the 300 GSM Super Smooth. Like I say, I'm not affiliated. I'm just showing you exactly what the card does. Now that, if you cut that up, that would make some Boston little books. You could do that as a little notepad, you know. You could stamp onto that if you wanted to, having that as the background. You know, again, do with it, play around with it. But hopefully that gives you an idea, sweet. All right. Fabulous. They're fabulous. Let's whack that over here anyway. Okay, so let me clean my hands because, voila, here's one I made earlier. I have the colour brush over, but there is a clear, which is sprinkled to make the background glisten. Yeah, you could do. You could also put a bit of mica on it. You could do some, you have also got the sparkly Posca pens as well. That gives you a lovely glitter. You could splatter on, or get your brush and splatter on some what do you call them? Stickles. You could do that. You could do mica powder. You could do different glitters, a glitter pen. You could do foils. Go for it. World's your oyster, sweet. Don't just think you've got to do a certain thing because that's what you've brought it for. I never do anything what I'm supposed to do. Oh dear, I have just brought some fun. Oh, you will, Nessie, it's the best stuff ever, honestly. Keep watching. You have, you'll just make a mess with me. No, I'll just say it as it is, Cocker. There's no airs and graces with me, I'll just tell you straight. And I'll tell you if it's good or bad. I'm not, like I say, I'm not affiliated with anybody, so I will tell you straight. But I love this. This is my go-to card. I can do whatever. I can drown it. I can do whatever. So let's put some water on this anyway. Let me get something going on. So I'm on the Andy Skin. I'm on the Inkology. I love Inkology. And what I'm going to do first of all is I want to put a sky on there. So just a little dab. And like I say, this is glass. So Nettie, get yourself some glass so you can work with. If you haven't got anything glass, maybe use one of your stamping blocks because you can put it on there and move it around. I mean, you can use it on your mats as well, you know, depending on what mat you've got. I've got this one with, this is Tim Holtz one. So you could use your heat on it. You can blend on it. Again, it's whatever you've got, you know. So I'm not telling you to buy anything. You buy and you do what you can afford to do. Simple as that. So, water. Here we go. So, I'm going to spray. So I've just sprayed in the area up there, and all I want to do now is just play around just to say there's a bit of a skyline for me. Now, because these are watercolour, if you're not a very confident watercolour artist, just put water down and let the ink move. You haven't got to be a Van Gogh to create this. I ain't no Van Gogh, far from it. I just like making a mess. And I like having fun with you guys and just showing you different things. So there's my background. There's my skyline. Now, you saw how easy that was. I have brought so many and the warping was bad. Yeah. Honestly, Ruth, glass mats are the way forward. They're fabulous. And if you can't afford it, go down the tile centres and just get a tile that's off-cut in the skip or something. I know that's really sad. I'll tell you, I'm still going to end up going skip ratting or something one of these days. Terrible inside. Right, so I'm going to use now this Tuscan teal. I think this colour's gorgeous. Oh, maybe a bit too much there, but it's okay. And from that Tuscan teal, I want the reflection now. Because we've got this beautiful sky, I want a different colour here now. I'm going to squirt some water down here. So this is down here that I've wet now. I'm going to put my finger down to hold it down. There's nothing difficult about this. So all I'm going to do now is just brush across. Okay. Just brush across. Nothing major. If I want a bit darker here, I'll just put a couple of lines there. A couple of lines over here. Just allow, because you've got the water on the card, just allow the water on the card to do what it needs to do. Now, when you get closer to a building, you just want that little bit of a darker area there. So now, I've now got me a little bit of a a water and sky. Yeah, do you get the gist with that? Hopefully you do. Skip dot. Well, depends on who you're talking to, whether you're like a skip rat or you're not. You're just finding treasure. So on your bucket list, I wanna go mooching in the skips. Honestly, I keep watching them. You're gonna see me in the back of some store, like mooching around. Lisa, what are you doing? So can you just imagine? Just a pair of legs out of a skip. Oh, I found something. I love it. All right, I'm gonna get. I just got visions of myself. Olive Grove. I love this colour. I do like my greens. Now, I like a selection, so I am going to put down a little blob there. So that's of the olive green. And I always do a light, a medium, and a dark. So that's my light. And that colour is, oh, there we go, golden green. And then for the dark colour, I'm going to use seaweed. Now, I only need a smidgen of seaweed. Oh, look, see, that smidgen looks too much already. Wow. So I've got the same brush as what I've been using. I'm just going to put it into a bit of water. In fact, you could squirt a bit of water on your tile or your mat or whatever it is you're using. And all I want to do now is build up this. So I'm going to start with always start with your light colours first. Now, all you've got to remember is when you're doing this, whatever you've done there, you've sort of got to have an idea that it's got to go here. So you want to just scat it over very lightly. There is no sort of right or wrong way to do this. So I'm going to get the middle colour now, and I'm going to do the same again. A bit higher up here, and put it here and there, because there is no light or worry about where anything's got to be on here, because it's a reflection here. Yeah, it makes no difference. And then the last colour is the darker colour. Now look how deep that is. Now you've got to be a little bit mindful with this because it is a dark colour. Now I want it near the edge, but then I want a little bit of here and there, just so it gives that realistic sort of colour. But where I am here, I'm going to turn it around, and I want to think to myself, I just want to sort of mirror a darker. Now I can take it, because it's water, I can take that along if I want. And I'm just going to give me that little bit of extra darkness there. Right, and let me just, and because these are water based, you can move them. Yeah, so that's that bit done there. Now I want to put some darkness into this now, so I'm going to get cold steel, and this is like, depending on how many layers you put on, you can get it quite dark, but it is like a purpley grey, which I think is fabulous. So I just want to put a little depth in. Now my brush is wettish, so I'm going to dry it off, and all I want to do here now is actually give that sort of definition for that is dark there, and then I just want to bring that to that sort of building there as well. So you're having sort of a bit of a watercolour play around today, realistically. There we go. And again, there ain't much there, but you can quite easily do it. But I'll drag that line out with like a watercolour pencil. Let me grab that for an hairdryer. We have a good, oh yeah, we're all crazy here. Where's my black pencil gone? I always lose things. Let me move these things out the way. We all waffle nonsense, but we're all good eggs at the end of the day. We're all here to support each other, and that's the main thing when you're doing this. It's all about, how have I lost that? Right, there's white there. That's not black, that's brown. Right, I've lost my pencil. I'll have to use this instead. Right, so if you lose, oh, I found it. Okay. There's my pencil. But you can also use your Posca. So don't think Poscas are like you can't use them. But when they're wet, don't be shy to actually give yourself, again, use a card you can trust. You can actually move Posca around. If you don't allow it to dry, you can actually move it around very, very well. And it'll give you that additional depth there, yeah? So all I've done there is just give myself that sort of, we've got that tree line that's getting nice and dark, and I've got a little bit of ink there if I want to play around with it and put any more green into it. But don't forget what we do there, we've got to bring down here as well. Yeah, so I'm quite happy with that. So, building. Now, I want the building. I'm going to keep my pencil there so I know. I'm going to use London Brick. Now, I love this colour. It is very brick. Yeah, honestly, YouTube is where I learnt, really. I'm self-taught. I'm not shy to say that either. I just play around with colour, plain and simple. I'm also going to use French mustard. Also to help you, Nettie, as well, get yourself a colour wheel so you understand your colours, what complements each other, and what you can sort of do off one and not off another. That's a really big help for those of you that are starting out. Right, so I'm going to do something with the building now. So the lighter colour we can just sort of wash over, yeah, just like so. Nothing major, right? So we've got that sort of lighter, something's going on there, and then all I want to do here is sort of just sort of stroke it. Oh, it's like getting the cat out now, isn't it? You just want to sort of say it's there, but it's not there, so it gives you that reflection. Remember, that's what we're doing, the reflection, yeah? And then the darker colour, now I've added some water to this. Now this is where if you want to pull out certain bits, for instance, you know, if you want to just do it like so, whether that's to do with the rooftop, you want to add a little bit of colour here. Like I say, it's just a game, really. You're just playing around on a bit of card. Nothing can go wrong, realistically. You never let it beat you at the end of the day, because this will end up as a tag if I feel it's going to beat me, or if I'm unhappy with it, it will become a tag. Now, here, for instance, I'm just going to do that. And then all I'm going to do now is play. I just want to flick my brush. We're not stroking the cat anymore. Have a little bit of water on that, just to pick that last bit of colour up. That's all I'm doing. So now that's too much for me, so I'm going to get my bleach. And the bleach for your Nettie, before you ask, is a 1-to-1 ratio. Half and half, 50-50, however you want to say it in your language. Right, so thin brush now. I want to pull out certain areas. So if you know what your inks do with bleach, do not be shy to put it on. And don't be shy to let it do what it needs to do. So bleach needs to activate to pull out colour. As you can see, I coloured all of this over, and I'm now going to take out colour for where I want it to. So I'm going to go down the edges. I'm going to just do little bits here and there, maybe just down here a little bit. I'm going to bring that down, even though you can't really see, but again, there we go. So that's given, oh hello, I forgot them little windows there. If you know how your colour works when you're actually working with it, then you're not going to have a problem. You know what you can bleach out, you know what you can do, you know how you can work your colour. Now, on here, I'm going to put white in to do that highlight of the reflection. Let me dry it off first. Household, yes, household bleach. I'm using Asda. So I've gone into Asda, and I've used Asda's cheap 80p home brand bleach. And it's quite thick. It's not Domestos, but it's good. That's all we need. Yeah, plain and simple. Dead easy. Right, so I am now going to just get my watercolour pencils now. Now I'm going to start with the black. First of all, I just want to just put something along here, just to bring it, just to get that sharpness in. Now, you can quite easily just pull out little bits. And for those of you that have attended the workshop, you should all be saying to me now, Lisa, you should be pulling your corners out and you should be pulling the lines out. Well, I hope you're saying that anyway. And if not, I'm giving you a refresher on what you should be doing. So again, you can leave it like that. You get your water. And then all you're going to do is soften out the watercolour that you've just put on. Because you're surprised when you've got like when you've got your reflections, the water will move, so you've never got a crisp image. You have never ever looked in. There's always a ripple, there's always movement from somewhere that will actually go, oh yeah, that you know, when you look in a pond, you will see that reflection, that movement, you know. So that's what I need you to look for. So at the minute we've got quite dark lines there, so let's brighten them up. Let's put a bit of white into it. Now you can use Posca, you can use any of your whites that you've got. Let me just dry that off a minute. So bear in mind how much water we've had on this. Still going strong, people, still going strong. So I want to highlight now the actual water ripples. So let me, Sunday might not have her. They're going to. Oh, the layering. I'll mat and layer this. I'll show you. I'll do that in a minute. Right, let's just, yeah. Okay, so all I'm going to do on here now is where I've got those black heavy lines, all I'm going to do is skip. Now you can do the little gel, the gel pens that skip over. But if you want like a big bold blob, you know, of reflection and colour, this is where you've got to sort of play it to your advantage. Let me grab my white out. Let's pop a little bit in a lip. Let me get a little delicate brush. Hold on, people. Let's have a look what we got where. Oh, that's not the one I want. Got too many brushes. Oh, okay, we'll use this one. So this is oh no, that's not what I want. I want a detailing brush. Where's my detailing brushes gone? Oh, that'll have to do. Is that any good? Let's have a look. Oh, okay, I've got this one. Oh, I'll tell you, it might work. So, you know, these really fine, I mean, that's like ultra fine. And then all I'm going to do is, if it works, let's have a look. Let me just put a bit of water in here. So, I never have too much. So, if you've got acrylic paint, let me just put that in there. And then all I'm going to do now is I'm just going to pull across just to get, because sometimes you find your Posca will go and blend into your colours and you want that little bit more of like a ripple. Let me just bring that down. That's better. So again, you can sort of touch your layer. That's such a naff brush. Let's have a look. That's a bit better. I think this is just like one of those certain special places that you get brushes from and you wish you never buy them from. Shan't name them. Foreign. Takes 2 weeks to get to you. Then you wish yourself, oh, I wish I never ordered it now. Right, so I want to give that sort of effect now of the white. Let me, that's about as much use as a chocolate teapot. Okay, let's see if I can get that. Ah, yes, we might actually. So what I want to do here is just put in some white. I'd rather be straight and honest with you guys, you know. There we go. Okay. Right, yeah. So let's just put that there. Now, because I've got a bit of, yes, I am mixing things. It was one of them. I just can't be bothered to get a different brush out. There we go. So, brush. There we go. So all I want to do here is just move this white. Because I don't want it to be a solid, but I want it to actually blend. There we go. That's better. That's better. Okay. Right, now then. Let me get that out of the way. Oh, there we go. Only a long shopping list. Just, yeah, just honestly, little bits and bobs. Oh, you're all waiting for the release tomorrow. Fabulous. Well, I hope you enjoy the new release. It looks absolutely fab with all the different bits and bobs on, but each to your own. You know, everybody's got different different thoughts and different bits and bobs on it. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what everyone's making. So yeah, that I can't wait to see that. I've loved watching the all the designs that have gone out. It gives you some fabulous ideas with everything. Right, I now want to bring these edges together, so I'm going to put down a brown. So I'm going to get, oh, I'm going to get Vintage Photo, I think, to begin with. And you can use pads, you can use brushes, use whatever you're comfortable with at the end of the day. So at the minute, I'm saying, like, don't be too worried about how it's going on. If you don't like it, you can add bleach on. There's a lot of different ways that you can play about. But yeah, you might sort of step right on a one. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Well, this is what it's all about, isn't it? At the end of the day, we're supporting each other. You know, that's the way I've always supported everybody at the end of it. I'm excited to get my stamps together to do a stamp release, and then I'll talk you through how to use them, because for me, I've designed stamps which I feel are missing in the market. And I've designed stamps for learners and advanced people to use and to create some beautiful, beautiful pieces. Now you see how easy I've just put that together. Anybody of you lot that are watching now can do this. Nobody can turn around to me and say, no, can't do it. Yes, you can. In fact, you know, I challenge thee to do it. I don't know whether I'm liking these little what's-its, but hey ho, we'll play the game. Now, because I've just put this ink on here, I just want to move it back with a bit of water. Now you see how that goes there? It looks like we've got like a bit of a bush or something now, which is fabulous. So if we do that, then don't forget we've got to do a little bit of a movement here, remember? Because we've got that lovely little reflection thing going on. And if you're unsure about that, let me just put a little bit down. See, in my book, sharing's caring, and it means that to me. I'm not just saying it to think, oh, yeah, whatever. No, sharing is caring. And I like to make sure people who aren't as advanced as others has a chance to actually start creating and feel comfortable to do that as well. Because that's another thing. Posca. Let's just put a bit of Posca down while it's wet. Well, let's just make sure I don't sort of kill it, but there we go. So all I've done is a couple of dots there. Let me get a bit of water on my brush. There you go. See, while it's still wet, it moves. So it looks like we've got a few, a bit of something at the side of the canal there, or, you know, this could be like a worker building. Just don't forget we've got to transfer a bit of that darkness over. Yeah, see? And then here, very, very lightly, we just want to, just a little bit of a reflection. And that's just, again, very, very light on the window. Because no window is like clear, unless you're like in some fancy hotel that looks like you can't see anything. So I'm just dabbing that off. And again, you could get, where's it gone? Here we go. You could get your Wink of Stella. And if you really want to, you know, have a little bit of sparkle and a little bit of twinkle, and you want a little bit of something somewhere, just don't forget, you got to put a little bit of glitter here and a little bit of glitter there. And if you wanted to, you could actually just do that little bit of glitter over the water, to be fair. So let me have a look at that a sec. Now then, matte and layer. It's a little bit different to me, but again, it just shows you with a stamp that you wouldn't normally use how you can quite easily do. This is a masculine card. If, you know, if if you're stuck on sort of things, there's a lot of cards out there that, you know, you can sort of, what's that, sorry, everybody's hammering their credit card. Well, this is it. I'll probably say it's going to be about 9 o'clock or something like that, 9 to half past, depending on the country, because I know there's some people that can already put orders in, you know, again, it's down to where you are and where you're ordering. But in the UK, I'll probably say sales will go on from 9 o'clock quite easily. Right, so I'm happy with that. So let's mat and let me show you how to mat and layer. So 3 rulers, 1, 2 and 3. They've all got different knobbly bits on. I don't know if you can see them, but yeah, they've all got like little different sizes basically. And then it's down to you how you want to do this. I'm just going to put this onto some white card to start with. Excuse me. Have I got a big enough piece in my junk pile? No. So I'm going to put that down first of all on white, and then I'm going to pop it on. What we got? Oh, is that any good? Oh, maybe. Oh no, maybe not. Might do a nice brown. Right, let's get some glue on first of all. Let's have a look. Right, so you can use double-sided tape. So I'm using Pink Frog glue. I've transferred it out of a large one, so this is what you get. This is amazing, I might add. I've transferred it into a smaller bottle just for my convenience. But it's good, very good. Now that's upside down, it doesn't matter because I'm just sticking it to a bit of card. Now you can hold it down. It doesn't take long for this to tack. That's tacked on now, so you can get yourself a bit of paper and you can rub it down if you wanted it to. Everybody's different with this. Now you can do that, you can turn it over, you can put further pressure on it if you want. Obviously make sure this is clean and make sure that if you're putting glitter and stuff like that on, it's dry before you mat and layer, or you do it after you've mat and layered if you just want to do glitter and stuff. Now that's already dry, it's on, that ain't going nowhere. So I am going to use the 1/4, no I'm not, the 1/8. Yeah, I'm going to use the tiny one. Now where you've got the card butts up, I'm going to do it so it's actually hit the card. Now if you've got the card and it doesn't, just run your finger down or your knife or a blade or whatever, just so it lips, so that holds it. Then all you've got to do is find a sharp knife. Has Lisa got one of them about? Somewhere in this crazy place I'm on. Ah, here it is. Right, so I've got a retractable. So I'm holding it down. I'm on the glass mat. Down I go. Nice and clean, nice and straight. Don't sort of hesitate, just do it. Same again on this one. Make sure it's butting. Hold it down. Now for all of you that can mat and layer, I'm not telling you to suck eggs. But, you know, we've all got different ways of doing stuff. And if you've done it crooked, all your offcuts will be crooked, but what's around your card will be perfect. So there's the first bit. I always keep these bits for tags and stuff, and the rest I throw away because I can. Plain and simple. Now, let me just get a brown. Let me just make sure that let me just have a look at that a sec. Brown it is. I think the orange was just too much. Sorry, let me grab a brown. There we go. I've got a nice brown bit of card here. Always try and complement what you've made. Always mat and layer, because it really does bring out your work. Now I'm going to do this one crooked just to prove a point, you know. It's all good fun. You're thinking navy. Oh, hold on then. Let's have a look what a navy looks like. Hold on. Have I got navy? Let's have a look. Oh, I've got a greeny dark. I haven't got any. I'm going to have to order a navy. Let me have a look at the darker green. Hold on. This is like a dark green. Oh, now. So far, that one's winning. Hold on, let me go in the box of goodies underneath. 1 minute. So this is the joy of being a crafter. What's that? Is that navy? Oh, that's an interesting colour. Hold on. What do you think? Right, where are we going then? What we thinking? See, I'm undecided on the two now. What we saying? Cut the glass mat. Yeah, glass mat's much easier. Navy. Dark blue because of the orange. Yes, I get that. But I also like the brown, complementary. But the blue, let me just see if I've got a better blue. I've got that many bits under here. It's one of them. You know, when you just think to yourself, yay, nay. Lighter, that's too light. You're sending me on a mission now, you lot are. Well, that's gonna be it. It's gonna be this one. What do you reckon? Are you saying? See, look at the mate now. Look, brown, yes, blue, brown. Should we go with this one? That's what we're going with now. Right, on this one, I could go all over the place anyway. So I want to show you just how your rulers work. It's going on this one, and if you don't like it, it's tough to ruin. Dear me. Right, so decent glue, pink frog glue, hippity bippity boppity boo, whatever you've got, yeah, glue. So normally you'd put it down like so, but if you've got arthritis or you've got a problem with a grip, you might go like that. Now what you've got to think about is you got that bit there, so if you can move it over, fabulous. So if you dropped your card down and you think, oh, just ruined it, if you've got these rulers, you're not going to have a problem. All right, so let me just get that bit off there. There we go. Right, now I'm going to turn it over. Rubber dub dub. Now I don't know where, see, I mean, that's on there, but I brought this off the market. Got loads of them. But you know, I need to sort out the colours. I really do. Anyway, let's do that. So we've got that down there. You can get yourself a bit of that. Make sure it's all down and nice, yeah? Where's my tape gun? My tape gun's here. There's my tape gun. I'm trying to show you this, the different stuff. Because, yeah, not everybody's got the tape gun. A lot of people use the glue. So let me just tidy up. So the tape gun I would have been done and dusted by now. I'd probably be 3 cards in. But if you haven't got a tape gun and you're using a glue, for one, it's going to dry clear. So don't worry about any overlap. So let's show you how these lovely rulers work. So I've got to think now of this bit here. Now let's have a look. So again, it's whether or not you go up to the white card or go up to the card itself. Now these are your choices now, how you want to butt it up. So I'm going to go up to the white and I am going to cut it down. Right now, these mats, the glass mats, are absolutely fabulous. So I am just going to, nice and randomly, I'm making sure everything's butted up. I'm holding it down with a bit of pressure. Yeah. The offcut's a bit of a mess, but when you've got things like arthritis or you've got gripping problems, there you go. You've got a perfect matte and layered card. You know, no more cutting around the edges, no more, oh, crumbs, what's happened? What I would say to you, I mean, this folds in half and everything this thing does, but I robbed this out my dad's shed, you know, so, oh, crumbs, that's that way. How do I do that now? I think it's that way, isn't it? Well, I don't know, I don't want to chop my finger off. I need that for the weekend. But yeah, it folds. Anyway, I don't mess with it. Plain and simple. But these, so that one's got number 1 on it, there. This one's got number 2 on, and then this one's got number 3. All different. They are fabulous. You will not go wrong matte and layering. So there we go. They are fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. All you've got to think about is what card you're going to do. Ah, dear me. It's all good things. I don't think I do. Yeah, well, the thing is, I don't think I could give them away once I've made them. Oh, I've got boxes full. I have. And to be fair, I've got memories making them, but it's also nice to share with people. Let me just put a few little birdies in the background here. Let me just get some, let me get a little fine liner. Hold on. Fine liner. So this is the uni ball. These are brilliant. So all I'm going to do is literally just put a little bit of something. You just need something in the background sometimes, you know, just as a little bit of a, oh look. But one very, very easy masculine card. And that was with a variety of stamps, yes. But they're on offer, 20% off. Rooftop World balcony set. I played around with both of them, but have a look on there, see what's on there. There's some bulk you know, bundles. Feel free, you know, it's all good fun. So let me just, who's called dibs? Love it. Let me show you what we've had a bit of a crazy one today. So now this is actually settled. I will mat and layer these. This was just a background. Again, that was just showing you just how much. And look, the card's dry. There is no... That card is absolutely fabulous. It's solid. We've done a bit of a mad one with the mirror in the garden, on the garden wall, with the cats having a bit of a moment, which is fabulous. Bit of fun. Nice sentiment on that. That's brilliant, you know. Even not, you could even do it as a tag. You know, that would be quite a bit of a OTT tag. How fabulous would that be? But yeah, we've had a bit of a mess. We've had a bit of fun. I'm hoping to see you all Saturday. I'm going to say night. Yes, me too. Rach, good night, my darling. Fabulous. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm also going to say good night. You definitely have vision. I don't know about the vision. we just create madness. But you know, I'm there. I'm at the end of a message. If you need any help or support, you know, all I ask is subscribe, drop me a like, you know, put a message on and all the rest of it. But yeah, I'll be back on Sunday morning, 10 o'clock, fill you in with the adventure of Saturday. I will probably be going live as well. I'll be taking some footage of what's going on at the motorcycle museum, at that crafting event. If you can join me, come and say hello. I want you to have a go, have a play, just so you can see what it's all about. But yeah, come and say hello. Come and have a bit of fun. I'm there all day, and then next Saturday I'm on TV on Hobby Maker, and I think that's a 5 o'clock slot I've got. So again, come and see my adventure. Come and see where we're at, and then obviously as soon as I can show you a sneaky peek of my stamp release, I will be doing that as well. So there's a lot going on. So thank you very much. Bless you, Ruth. That's very kind of you. I'm glad you've all enjoyed it. Can I see that in Holland? I believe you can actually, Marjolaine. It's on Sky, Virgin, etc. So, yeah, it's Hobby Maker. If not, it'll be on the app that's on Facebook and that anyway. So, there you go. So, yes, enjoy yourselves. Have fun. Hopefully, I'll see you Saturday. If you're with Amanda tomorrow, I'll drop in and say hello to you guys tomorrow while I'm packing my bits and bobs ready for the show. But stay safe, everybody. I love you all to bits. I'm going to mat and layer this crazy cat because somebody will be having this Saturday. I'll give this away. And yeah, that might be a sample. So there you go. So love you all. Stay safe. Glad you've enjoyed tonight. Please like, share, subscribe, whatever waffle. You know how it goes. I know I ask most of you. So I'm gonna demount. Woo. Don't forget the code. Nice Crafting. 20% off is Fab Feb. It is valid until the 28th of February. So I'll see you all soon, everybody. Love you all. Good night, Trudy. Night, Martine, Sarah, Kim, Steph, Nessie. Lovely of you to join me tonight. Who else is there? Debs, Moira, Angela, Marjolaine, Jan. Shout out to Tracy, Rosie, Jan, Moira, Sylvia in Gibraltar, Rach, our almost Sylvia, Trudy B, Steph, Chris, Susan, Sue, Serendipity, Sarah and Marie. Thank you all so very much for supporting me, for the charity, for mental health charities and for suicide awareness. Thank you very, very much. Anyway, catch you later. Bye.